So this is Binks. He's a blood python from Sumatra. So he doesn't have that typical red color that gives them their names, but you can tell that he definitely is a blood python, especially by his body shape and his raised spine. He's named after Thackeray Binks, and he's super chill, but whenever you put him down, he kind of like thinks that the handling set is over or something, and if you watch his eyes, he's like, wait, what's happening? So, but for the most part, he's a really good snake. And as usual, we're being super slow and cautious, taking her stuff out of the enclosure. Girl, I'm trying to save you from your own food. Could you work with me a little bit?
Don't bite yourself.
Oh, that was like a direct strike to the chin. Okay, I got her neck. With me at all. This is to save you from scale rot. Okay. Alright, so she pooped, and any like teeth that she loses over her lifetime, I would like to have them. And any pieces ever rattle if she ever loses. Oh my god, is that one? I can't really tell. No, that's just hair or something. So I'm just double checking, because a lot of times when they shed their fangs, it'll end up in their poop. And I think they regrow them for life. Oh my god, there's more cat. This is cat litter, dog. Just now looked up. The entire time I've been messing with her, she did not know I was up here. Trying to give you all the support. And you're not You can see I gave her a new hide. She has lots more space now to go in there and just hide, or she can come out. She has all this upper space that she can stretch out if she wants to. I think she'll be a lot happier. Put this on my head. So the story on this girl, we just got her from an expo. She looks really dehydrated. And we're feeding her her first meal today. She's a skeleton tarantula, as you can tell by the stripes on her knees. Oh, wow, she jumps on it. Look at her. Imagine her biting her. She's so awesome. You're scared of me. So it's been a couple days. I did a little bit of research into finding cat litter in snake poop, and I wasn't able to find a ton of like credible information about how it may affect her, but ultimately I don't trust it. At the end of the day, cat litter is made of clay and sometimes chemicals to give it a fragrance, like the one that is in her poop. I can smell the chemicals. I don't want to out the breeder because I don't really know him that well. I don't know the full story, so I'm not gonna say anything further on that, but I will say I'm not gonna trust him anymore, and I'm gonna be a lot more careful about who I buy my animals from, because I don't like that. I don't want that to affect the longevity of her life. Like, I want all of my animals that I ever get to live the happiest, longest, healthiest possible life. And I am also a little concerned because I don't know, I wasn't able to find, like I said, much credible information, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect her brain, and if because she feels extra heavy, maybe she'll be more defensive, or whatever the case may be. I'm worried that that may make it so that she may never tame down. It was a risk. I kind of understood that there was a possibility of that when I bought her. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a venomous animal. I can't expect her to just be tame enough to handle and take out and chill with. I get that, but I would like her to someday realize that I'm not a threat to her, and so when I take her out, which I plan to do pretty often, she'll hopefully realize that I'm not a threat. So I just have to work with it and see how it goes and hope for the best and hope that she's okay. I'm not sure. I mean, she seems really healthy from my perspective. She still moves like a normal rattlesnake. She moves very capably. She's not super sluggish, so I think she'll pass it. But at the end of the day, keeping snakes on cat litter is a terrible option because it holds bacteria, and also if you're feeding them frozen thawed, the water on the food will soak up the clay and they will have to swallow at least some of it, and they cannot always pass it. So I do not recommend feeding snakes or keeping snakes on cat litter.
And lastly, for the video anyway, I just wanted to introduce you guys to Terror. She's not the last of the snakes you guys haven't seen, but for today, in this week's video, I think she'll be the last that I pull out. But she is a common boa technically. I call her a red-tailed boa because if you look, her tail is red, and up here is brown. I'm just looking at colors. She's a red-tailed boa by my book. Although technically she is a PCI. She's one of my best snakes. She's, I think, my oldest. She is my oldest. She's almost 6. Oh, she's pulling my hair. Come on, girl. Ugh. All right. But yeah, she's 6 years old. She's super sweet. We love taking her on walks and introducing her to people. So in the summer, I can't wait for that. We like to take her out. and have a good time. Tara also, like, I'm not saying she's my smartest snake, because Dark-Eye's definitely gotta be my smartest snake, but she is one of my cuddliest, and she's like a dog. She's very much like a silly dog. And since I'm introducing you guys to Tara, I feel like I gotta finally explain the family tree that I at least like to say that we have. So obviously all the snakes that I have are a different species, so they're not related, but I like to say that Tara is the mom and everyone else are the children. I wanted to set her down for you guys to get an idea of her size, or Boa's size in general, because she's a pretty average sized female. I think she's over 8 feet, honestly. So this is a better visualization of how big 8 feet versus probably like 13 now is. How thick around she is. Now she knows I'm here. She doesn't know that I'm not food, you know what I mean? Tara's like all the way stretched out over there. All right, now that she's got her exercise and her enclosure is all cleaned up, it's time to put Tara away. And that's everything for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.